and let's get to it. So we're gonna stick on him. How do I speed up?
30 seconds until minions spawn. A summoner has reconnected.
So let's see. What did he start off with? He started off building corrupting potion. So that means that he wants to trade a lot. He wants to be fighting. Garen has Doran shield, so he'll have some sustain in lane, but that's okay. Oh no, we want to just stick on Bullet Bill. Please. So first things first, you just hit the wave, so that means you're going to be pushing. And that's going to let Garen farm easily. Good start, lots of trade. And you pop your corrupting potion, so you win that trade for sure too. So right there, you just missed the minion, the cannon minion, but that's okay. So you wanna fight that, hit them, because see, Garen's gonna take a minion aggro. So since you're in that, go ahead and hit him. Again, I don't know why you're pushing, because you're gonna expect a Kayn. Ooh. Oh, hey, you're level 2. Go in and fight. Just go in and pretty much all in it until he decides to back off. Because you potentially could have gotten the kill there, blown his flash, maybe blown your flash. Yeah, don't let him bully you. He's level 1. You just, since you have a level advantage, you just say, I'm going to win this one. There's nothing you can do, Garen. I'm going to win it. But now, since you pushed the wave, good thing you warded. That was really, really good. Because Kane's going to come gank you at level 3. He should be, but he's messing with Jarvan. I don't know why. I don't know why you used your E there either. But yeah, so you're just trying hard to reset. And luckily, Jarvan's able to kill that Kayn. So that's awesome. You can continue to freely push. You're letting him regen right now. That's his passive. He's going to regen to full health if you don't bother him. That was a big deal since you just got hit with turret aggro. He still has his pot. You have no more. So now you got to be scared. What I saw is that you press your W as well. The W is supposed to be an auto attack reset. So you want to Q, W, and then put on your E. Or you can E, then Q, then auto attack and W. Or you can Q. I think you want to actually Q auto W. But it depends on how fast you want to burst them out. Your first back boots. Don't know why you need boots. You had 300 gold probably, 375. Maybe even getting a longsword or that. So right here, you should just hit him. Hit him. He would have died right there. So you got to respect, like, when you have the advantage, you need to know, like, I can win this, so I'm going to fight it until I win it. So Garen is disrespecting you by playing way too aggro on you. Because you should be like, hey, if we fight, I win this. I know that I can win this if we fight right now. Therefore, continue to fight if he decides to punish you. Right? Good warding, though. Very, very good warding. So during that Counter-Strike, you weren't, I don't think you were auto-attacking Garen either. So right now, he backed, so he has that on you. He has 2 longswords, so he has damage and resistances, while you don't have any damage except from your kit and your corrupting pot. So you're in a bad spot because you don't have teleport. So now you're going to lose lane pressure. And you bought... Okay, you're buying way too many control wards. This is early game. Your money is important. Buy 1. 2 is way too much. Your build is really funny because you've shown that you can kill Garen But yeah, I'm not really sure. I think you're trying to build Phage, maybe. Good last hitting. So he has a level advantage. You have to be a little careful. So you just stepped into him. You're not auto attacking him. You auto attacked him once. You could have like, you could have hit him, and then W'd him. Hit him, hit him. There you go. Look, you won that. You won that. You shouldn't have backed off. You could continue hitting him because Garen, he doesn't. His damage doesn't come from his auto attacks. His damage comes from his E and his Q and his R, and he auto attacks to get small damage in there. But you actually hit people and hurt people with your auto attacks with Jax. I think you hit a minion a few times there. Don't forget that you can use your E to. You can use your E. You can come off cooldown quicker. Yep, hit him, hit him, hit him. You got that. You're not fighting that when you could be. You could kill him right there. So I think that's gonna be a common thing that we're gonna continue seeing in this. So I probably won't comment on it as much, but oh, okay. Actually, I want to go back. What happened there? Because I felt like. Oh no, no, no. Okay, so right here, you auto attack. I like your moving. Wait, you flashed before this, didn't you? Where was the flash? I didn't see it. Oh, you flashed before that. 15 seconds. Hey, I don't know how to control this stuff. This is really annoying. So you still have your flash up. Let's play it. So you missed your counter strike. What you really should never miss, especially if you have your jump up. So your counter strike is on cooldown. Okay, it's still on cooldown. Your last hitting. So you jump to a minion instead of him. And you didn't W him as well. So what I'm saying is you don't have a full understanding of his kit. Again, you should be playing aggressively. You should have E'd then Q'd there. Okay, so you almost had it. Oh, wait. You just died. How did that happen? You should not have died there. No. I want to keep trying to center it on you. So you see the. Okay, so what happened there is you got silenced. You gotta respect that silence too. Okay, you're up. Let's see what you bought. So you bought Phage. So what is crap. What is your intent here? P is pause, okay. What is your intent of pushing this wave to Garen? You have someone that ganks really, really well. So you need to. You didn't pop your either again. What does Garen have right now? So Garen has similar items to you, but he's up. Because, yeah, he's up items. So you have to be careful. His passive is going to regen a lot more than before. So you were winning the lane for all of it until you turret dove. So now you have to play careful. Right, you can't just go in for trades like this. But that one you're baiting. You shouldn't have jumped out though. I mean, Garen's ult is up, but you shouldn't be too scared. Like that was an easy kill. You guys aren't that far behind each other. But that was really good. Look for the QW. QW. Nice. Very, very nice. Well played there. So you still have your wards out. So you have those 2 controls in your inventory. Good job pushing that wave out. Got the Sheen purchase, okay. Yeah, let Jax harass you under turret. That's fine. Take damage. You need to get ready to stun him though. Yep, let him push into you. Let him push into you. Alright, now you're in danger zone because he can ult you. You do have teleport, so you can at least teleport back in the lane. Yeah. Heal up. You bought cloth armor. Okay. Just like... So I don't think you're auto-attacking. Oh, there you go. Nice stun. You're not hitting him with your W, empowered W. You haven't auto-attacked him yet. Really nice patience on that one. Really well played. Nice stun. Player TC. Yeah, that was just overdive. Probably not realizing that everyone else was collapsing, but that's okay. You're kind of already in the thick of things. Your team was on it as well. Going after the Galio after his taunt popped up was probably the part where you needed to back off. Yeah, so the thing that I'm not liking about this right now is that you're building defensive like you should be worried when you can kill Garen. And he's building... Oh, yeah, now he's got an item advantage on you. Okay. Yeah, tough thing about top lane is that you really need to know your matchups and understand where your power spikes are, and understanding like when you win and when you don't, or when you're not winning, how do you win it, right? That's really important to understand. I think it's just a lack of familiarity with Jax. Watching it. Oh man, that main. When's their E up? Yeah, E was on cooldown. Yeah, continue pushing top. Actually, this is a weird part because you don't know what your team's gonna do. So I think they should have been able to defend with the Heimerdinger. So you should have pushed top, but that's not always the case in a solo queue match. So you have to proc your E before you jump, so that you can stun it right out of your jump. Nice try there. Almost. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's sad. Go back to you. Let's focus on what you're doing. I'm in that jungle because Heimerdinger took your top lane. That's fine. You finish your Trinity Force. There's a fight in the river. Fight's done before you realize it. That's fine. Galio comes in. That's quick. So right here, I would rotate top to stop the Garen because you are gonna give up Dragon anyway. So that needed to happen a little earlier, but that's okay. Way not to just go in and die, even though your Vayne might be right now. Actually, you should be pinging her. You should just ping her off. I don't think I've seen you ping once yet. Communicating with your team is super, super important. So the rest of your team is doing something and you're farming. At least push your wave. Yeah, taking the jungle creeps is not as important. Like if you're not gonna be there, then create pressure on the map by pushing. Let's see. I'm gonna go back actually. Let's see what you saw for a TP. So you're pushing, you're watching. Their turret died. Yeah, that's a good TP. I'd be a little bit scared before you're coming in, but you came in with your counter strike real quickly. Good job. Alright, not bad. But then everyone else is coming in, so because it was an outnumbered fight that looked favorable. Oh, is that a blue king? Alright, so let's look back at that again, because I don't think that was that great of a teleport now looking back at it. But we'll come back a little bit. And mostly that's because your team is probably not really ready for it. Or on the same page, I should say. So you see, okay, so this is what we're seeing right now. You're seeing Tristana and Kayn are dead, right? They're up in 5 or 6 seconds, so they will be able to join the fight. They'll be there in time to join the fight unless all your team just turret dives it, right? You're turret diving an Alistar, a Garen, really tanky members, and Galio who's building tanky. So you're turret diving 3 tanky people with a Vayne that's still not strong. Oh, okay, she's 7 and 6, so she's pretty strong. And I think the rest of your team wants to siege. They're in a really good spot to siege. You have a Heimerdinger that's not going to dive either. So I'm actually not seeing this being really, really great. I think it would require a lot of coordination to do this right. You do see a 4v3, but there's no need to fight this, especially because you have pressure in the mid lane and you can continue pressuring top lane, right? The thing that would happen here is that your team sieges, probably doesn't take the whole turret unless the blue team engages right here. Blue team engages and red team is able to kite back with a Heimerdinger and Thresh, and Vayne is able to kill people, and they funnel in one by one, and because of that they take this mid turret, and this whole time you're taking top turret. Like, that's the best case scenario I think that happens here. The turret is so healthy. Blue team is should be willing to just stall out and wait for Tristana and Kayn to come up. So you coming in isn't going to take down that turret fast enough, I don't think. And then you dove really far while everyone else is not ready to dive. So yeah, actually looking at that, it looked enticing, but when you actually think about what's going on, and actually because of your dive, Vayne went in really ham, took turret damage after you died, and then died herself. So her fedness did not do anything for you, and I don't necessarily think it's like the Vayne's, like Vayne didn't make a crucial mistake there, because you kind of baited your teammates into that fight. So that was actually really bad, especially thinking about you haven't built tanky, you can't take turret shots. Diving in there, you take 3 turret shots plus 2 turret shots plus everyone else's damage, you're dead. And all that CC. There's a taunt, there's a silence, there's an Alistar. I don't think Alistar CC'd you, but the threat of all that is just really, really scary. So you built Tiamat. So again, you're telling me that you want to push, you want to split push. That's what Jax is doing. Jax is going to be like, hey, I'm going to 1v1 anyone, and I'm going to escape because I have mobility. That's what your build is telling me right now. And you can, that is actually true, except that Kane's really fed, so I don't think you can kill the Kane, but you can kill the Garen. Potentially. Actually, he's built a little bit of both. But he's got that damage reduction. Look at all that fighting. And yeah, you didn't have the ward up. The good thing is that the rest of your team is pressuring, so if you're aware that they're going to be pressuring bot lane, that you could push top lane and pull 2 people, that's good. However, we don't know what blue team is doing, and Baron's up. I accidentally turned off the fog of vision, but we're going to actually keep it that way. We're going to see how that works. So red team's actually getting a good push. They took 1 turret. They have a Heimerdinger defend this top turret. So then you're able to, your team is able to take bottom turret. That's really good. So it's kind of an even trade as you guys are behind. That's always good. That's always good. I've been a little scared of them taking Baron, and I think they should have taken Baron, especially with you dead. I don't know what this is for. This chain vest. You're building armor. I mean, I guess you're kind of split where it's like, hey, I need to build tanky for my team now. Oh, so again, no E there. You need to start with your, turn on your E before you jump. So that way, because there's a minimum time for your E to actually be able to activate on the second time, just like a Janna Tornado. And so right when you jump, they have no chance to flash, to ult, to anything to get away. So yeah, you're looking for the flank. You're looking for the big stun, but you don't have your team there to follow you up. You shouldn't back. You should stay around. Yep. Just look for things. Look for the next time. Exactly. That's why you stay around. That's really, really great. And Vayne's just going to kill people front to back. Yep. Just push. You may or may not need to even look for something in that fight, because that should be a 1 fight. That is almost an ace. Triss is just respawning from you killing her. Yeah, you farm jungle because you don't want to push bot lane with Vayne. You want to make sure she has farm. Maybe go back so you can get your win from that and get ready for a dragon fight since it's up in 30 seconds. And yeah, I would see actually right here, I would have back pushed top or gone to dragon. Woo! That time you push your E a little too early. So now you're chasing when they all have respawned. This is really, really scary. Oh, it was worth though. So you're gonna run into everyone else. Yep. That's gonna be a Baron. So we're doing Jarvan's Fist. Okay. That was... Alright. We're gonna pause and we're gonna look at why you're teleporting in again. We're gonna go back. So we got a ward in there. So this is what you're looking at right now. So you're teleporting in for what? Because Jarvan is zoned out, super far out. You're going for a Miracle Steal right now. And you entered really late. Luckily Jarvan did a lot of work with you. He actually jumped in on that with you. So that wasn't too bad. That was actually really good. I would have thought that was really dumb, but Jarvan... That required Jarvan to do a lot. So that was scary. But good job. It worked out. You're doing good amount of damage. And you guys, why does this keep resetting? Good, you're taking everything you can. You should help push mid now. and know that you guys have 20-second timer, so that's really great. So you can take this turret. I'm afraid what I'm thinking right now is that, okay, you're still farming jungle. I don't know why you're farming jungle when you need a push to get that turret. Because potentially, what I was thinking, okay, so what I'm thinking right now is that your team is going to see everyone dead and they're going to want to push this. And I'm worried that you guys aren't going to get it in time. But because you didn't group, you definitely won't get it in time before they come back and kill you. But what's going to happen is that Vayne's not going to realize that. They're not going to realize death timers. You're not pinging back. So I'm predicting Vayne and Thresh are going to die right here. And you're going to come in realizing it late. And then you're going to get you three are going to get killed. Oh, cool. He goes back. So right here, what could have happened was if you just took the blue buff and went into lane, you could have... Actually, you probably could have killed that turret because you would have gotten this turret faster. Or you could have gotten this turret. Or you could have gotten both if you split people up. I like that you're farming jungle because you want to maximize your time. But you also have to realize that how can you... You could always push turrets and then while you retreat, you could retreat into the jungle taking stuff, right? Assuming that you have enough time. You have to be careful on that. And that Thresh overstayed for no reason. Oh, and Jarvan goes way too ham. He is assassin, so he thought he could get the kill and get out probably. But he also forgot that everyone is there. And team, question mark, where are you? We're all back in base buying. So that was unfortunate. Let's pause it. Let's look at your... So you build Titanic Hydra. You're sitting on this, which is fine. You're trying to get a little tankier. You need more health than armor to get tanky, but you're building health with the Tiamat, so that or the Hydra Titanic. So that's okay. Let's see again. So you see the hook, no one gets baited. That's good, because that's kind of scary. They do have Baron buff on just Tristana, is it? Who has Baron buff? Yeah, just Tristana. So that sucks. So right here, actually, because you've been looking for an engage, right? If you're trying to engage, I'm not sure if that's the right decision right now, because I think mostly you need to just stun the Tristana, because she's the fed one. Either way, you should be here, not here. Who are you gonna catch from here? Only time you're gonna catch someone from here is if the enemy misplays heavily, right? So what I'm hoping for to happen is that these guys are going to engage really hard, right? Because they like to engage. And Tristana is going to be kept in the back. If you're able to hold Tristana for a while, or if you're able to find a pick on her, that's a big deal. Because you could potentially 1v1 her, or she's going to jump away, or she's going to ult you away. And then that means that you guys can, with your fed Vayne, push front to back. So one thing that you could be doing here is just peeling for Vayne. And just being like a stun bot. Because you're afraid that you can't 1v1 the Tristana. Or you're looking for the flank to get a nice engage. Which again, you're going into a Heimerdinger, which is great. You can just wait for Heimerdinger clear waves and Thresh to push. Your lanes, this lane is in a decent spot, but this is not gonna hit. This is gonna actually push back. So you have tons of time to wait, but so do they because they have Baron buff. So you're in a pickle. You want to find a pick. You want to fight. You're either peeling for the Vayne with your stun and doing damage with the Vayne, or you're trying to, but at the same time you really want to pressure that Tristana. Remember, there's two tanks. You can get the stun on Kayn too. I don't know where Kayn is, but not sure being up in front is the best option. Oh, so he hit the stun on Trist. So you should actually be over. You should be over here on this side looking for that Trist, right? If you got that stun and a Q and a W. With Heimerdinger, like game over. That was done. So you're flirting. Yeah, you see, you're looking. That's good. But come out here. Come out here with like a sweeper. Do you have a sweeper? No, you don't need a sweeper. Actually, you're jacked. You need that ward hop. So they are gonna rotate bot. So Jarvan's doing a good job clearing vision. You should be helping ward and clear for. Yep, good job. Your team knows what they're doing. Looks like blue might have backed. We saw Kayn just topside right there. You're a little scared. Watch for bush shenanigans, but it looks like they probably backed. So you should be bot lane. Why are you mid with the Vayne unless you're scared? and you're looking to go top because that's your default, bot lane, where Thresh is farming all by himself is where you're going. You're trying to clear the jungle, which Jarvan is also losing out on because you're killing his creeps. You should have been bot lane. Especially with Dragon coming up in a minute, you want to get bot lane and mid lane priority. Top lane priority is not important right now because Baron is dead. Nice hook. Thresh going in way too ham. Jarvan joining in. Nice jump onto. Yep. Really, really well played there. King's over the wall. Nice out for him. Doing lots of work. Yeah, you did a lot of work. You should win this. You got the best. Yeah, you played that really, really well. Let's see. Break within 50 seconds. Vayne should be pushing. She realizes that. Death timer is Tristana 6 seconds. You guys should be careful, but you guys should get this. Get the inhibitor back out. Good job. And then, so this is a worry. You need it. Okay, good. You're running straight to them. Let's see what you're building right now. All right, so now Baron's up. So Baron is up, right? You have teleport, so you could be pushing bot lane. Or, yeah, I would be bot side of the map. Unless you are really worried that your team's going to screw up and just stick with them. I think that's perfectly fine. Or if you're really, really worried, because we're not talking about high elo plays, we're not talking about super great communication. You don't have great wards to teleport in. So what I would do is go push bot a little bit, and then when you kind of worried, like just teleport into the fight, not in like the middle of things, but just like teleport to a safe point. This is really, really scary. You stay as a group, look, because it's dark. You see everyone but Alistar. You're covering the flanks. Jarvan has left. So you need to ping Jarvan. Because Jarvan should not be on the bot side, but he's going to go bot, whatever, that happens. You need to ping that, hey, Jarvan's there, we don't want to fight. And here comes the fight, Jarvan's not there, this is really bad. Nothing you could have done about that, except ping. But you didn't ping, so you didn't do everything you could do, right there. You can look for kind of linger around to look for something, but that's fine. You're going front to back, engaging on those two. Kind of risky, but you played that pretty well. And Vayne overstepped. Oh, Jarvan missed his combo. That's a big deal. Very nice. Vayne needs to follow that up, but she didn't. Wait, not to overchase it. Good job. Government got the kill. That's huge. Come support him. Blue team is just throwing right now. Legit throwing. Go Baron, go Baron, go Baron, go Baron, go Baron. That was not smart. Baron and then do that. Because they don't have a tank. You guys don't have a tank to tank Baron. But I guess it works out. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I think that was good. That was a good teleport. Don't know if it's best, but it's really good. No, I take it back. Really, really good teleport. I'm dumb. Back. Why? Unless you're looking for an item build, back so you can hurry up and push with your team, because they're going to push without you. Remember. You're still lingering around for something. I don't know what you're lingering around for. When you could be pushing. I don't know what you're looking for. The rest of your team's pushing. So think about this. If you're Baron buffing this while these guys were here, what would have happened? You're lingering again. You're not sure what you're doing. And your team's looking to engage while you're not there. Ping. Split pushers need to ping. You need to communicate to your team somehow, and you're not pinging. That's actually a really big deal. So you stick around. Yep. Keep doing this. Flirt. Stay over here. Stay over here. You pulled 2 people. Don't back now. Don't go out of sight. You want them to stay on you. Because you don't want 5 people to come up. You would rather die than have 4 of your members die like this. But you're pushing, which is good. You're taking the rest of the base. Yep. Now think, if you had 2 people or 1 person on you instead, like this is a, they would have killed them quicker. And yeah. So you played this overall really well. Decently well. I think you need to watch some Jax guides because I don't think you're playing Jax right to his full kit. I think you should have won your lane really hard. I think you should have gone like 2-0, 3-0 in lane because you didn't see much pressure. So there's some wave management things and just straight up mechanics. So I think you just need to learn Jax well better. But other than that, I mean, I think you played well to your win condition. You had a really nice teleport there. You had a bad teleport here, but that's okay. Those things happen. And overall, I think you played really well, Bold Bill. Good game. I think your build was a little funky, but again, I think it was like, it was doable. It works. So good luck for your next match. I think you're playing him well, and just again, just learn Jax a little better and watch some guides.